Hello, everybody. I am so happy you're joining me today. I have gotten a lot of questions on blending color and color theory. So I thought it would be a wonderful opportunity to utilize these watercolors from the Hero Arts August 2021 kit. And this is the stamp that I'm going to use. It's a rubber etch stamp, and that is what it looks like when it's in its complete image. But what I did was I went ahead and I embossed it in black. So I used clear embossing powder and then clear embossing ink and then black embossing powder. And the reason is because if you do the opposite, if you do black ink with a clear, that black ink underneath can still be water reactive, so it can seep through and tarnish your color. All right, so for this technique, I'm going to just color in each of these circles for you, and you can just see how these colors react with each other. Now, blue is a cool tone. This pink is a warm tone, and the yellow is also a warm tone. However, since the blue and the pink, I wish this was red because this would give you a little bit of a better idea, but it's pink. So red and blue are like the parent colors of the color families. So in this situation, we're just going to go with this because that's what I have. And I discovered that this really isn't truly watercolor in the sense that it does not blend and bleed when it's re-wet. However, I did want to use separate paintbrushes for each color because I would contaminate the next color and end up with mud if I kept using the same paintbrush. And when I first was playing with this color off screen, I tried to do that, just keep cleaning the brush between colors, and it always contaminated my next color. So the easiest thing to do was just to go ahead and use a different paintbrush for each color. So I'm going to color each circle in going in this order. You're going to notice that I do this one in the yellow. And when I go on to my next color, I'm going to start on the side of the circle that does not have any color down. And that way it'll give that yellow time to dry and not contaminate the rest of my circle, but you can see how they interact with each other and what colors they make. I decided to emboss this image because it helps me color within the lines a little bit better. There's like a border, a boundary, a wall that's created. I do get a little bit out of the line from here and there, but it's kind of hard to do. So if you have a hard time coloring within the lines with watercolor or anything that's this movable, go ahead and emboss it first, but make sure you emboss with the color that you want your lines to be, and you stamp with the clear. Otherwise, you're going to run the potential of having it mix. So this right now is really pretty, and as it dries, you'll get to see what it is in its truest form. But this, you see the yellow, and then you see an orange, and then this pink. So that's how those work together, and they work together nicely because they're both considered part of the warm family. Now you can mix cools and warms as long as you're not doing a secondary. So if I were to try to go in with a red and a green, I would end up with mud or brown because green is made up of blue and yellow, which is both from a warm and cool. That works, but it's a secondary. See, it's a secondary color. You can't get green just without those two colors. And then the red is a primary warm. So if I were to go in with a red and a green, I would get brown. And you're going to see how that all plays out here as well. So for this one, I know that the blue is going to mix nicely with the pink, although it actually would have given me a more vivid purple had the pink been a true red. So I'm coloring this, and as you can tell, just how it all blends together, and you'll see It is going to be a little bit brown where those colors combine in the center at the very bottom where all three of them are. So I'm just going to go around and finish coloring this up, and you'll be able to see just how many different types of colors you can get with literally 3 colors. If you have blue, and I'm going to say red and yellow, you can pretty much make any color imaginable. And you can even get different shades of colors by adding water. It just has to do with how much of each color you're adding to your mix. And this is a really, really great way to do that. I'm not sure if Hero Art still has these kits left. This isn't like sponsored or anything. I just like the kit a lot. And so I thought I would share with you this playtime just so you can see how these colors all work together. And hopefully this visualization will give you a better understanding if you're confused on how the color family does work and what colors work well together and what colors do not. It's super important in your art. You'll be more successful for yourself and happier with your art because that's an individual thing, but you will feel more confident, I should say, if you know how colors work together. And this is a really great kit to help you play and learn that. It comes with this watercolor paper that I'm working on as well. So I will have a link to the Hero Art site down below for you that you can check it out as at the end of the video. As you can see, as it dried, it got a whole lot lighter. And if you take a look, especially down where all three of the colors mix, you can see some mudding and some brown. So this is a really good representation of how you can go ahead and mix different colors, because it's not all pretty. But you'll see, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see how I end up with that card. All right, so for this one, I'm pulling out the stencil from the kit, and I decided that I wanted to do the same type technique. I'm going to color every 3 sections with one color, leaving one blank, and you'll be able to tell just how all of these colors blend on this too.
Barely 7 weeks of the world's longest tease. You said you've never felt this way before. My days are black and white. Now when I'm alone at night, all I want is your name on my door. Don't back down. You know what we have found. I'm begging you, color me in. Let me be yours. I make you laugh, you say. You take my fears away. I'm so high, I don't know what to do. Everything's the same, but everything has changed. Nothing's happened till I've shared it with you. Don't back down. You know what we have found. I'm begging you, color me in. Let me be yours. Everyone watching us knows, and you may
I didn't want to let that beautifulness over there go to waste, and I decided to go ahead and drop that piece of watercolor paper in, just dip it down and make a background. Super pretty. And then I had some left still. I did it again, and you'll even be able to tell the color variance because it started to mix a little bit on this one. And when it dries, you will see it's not as vibrant. So we're going to take a look once this is all pulled up at all the finished projects, and you'll be able to just see how the colors all played together and what they look like when they dried. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you enjoy content like this, I certainly hope that you consider doing so, making sure that you hit that notification bell. If you have any questions or comments about anything I did today, please leave them down below. I love to hear from you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And also, if you are interested in the Hero Arts kit that I used, check out my link in the profile. It is a link over to their store, and it definitely helps me out, as well as all my other tools and such in the video. Until next time, I'm Beth Golden. Happy crafting.